Hello, this is Ashley Wilson doing my practical team assignment 1. My student ID is WIL15903600. So first of all, the rules of football. First of all, there are a lot of different fouls in football. There are loads of reasons that fouls can be given and the variations of fouls. So a foul can be given for a handball, like it's got to be deliberate or hand in the air. Dangerous play, so anything that threatens another player or spectator. Or even swearing at a ref, because it shows disrespect to the ref, so swearing at a ref can be a booking. The severity depends on what happens really though with the fouls, so if they're not that bad, it'll just be a warning. Even if it's not that bad, they might not even torch you, they'll give the foul and you get on with the game. But if it gets a bit worse, it can be a yellow card. If it's really bad, like a dangerous tackle, it can be a straight red. Obviously 2 yellows lead to a red. Multiple warnings can also lead to a yellow, and then that can build up to a red. It can all go up to a red, but it's just how it starts. So in football teams, there's a goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, and striker. So there's always like different areas they can play in, but obviously there's different positions. It's like right back and right wing back, so they'll play in different positions of the pitch, even though they're both defenders. It's just how and high they can get up the pitch and where they want to go. That's completely up to the team. So obviously there's only one goalkeeper there, because they're the only one to pick the ball up in the box. So that makes it a big thing just to have one. Obviously if there's more than one, it'd be a different game. So yeah, obviously the different formations can affect where players can go as well. Obviously they could play a 4-4-2, or they could play 4-3-1, just mixing up. I meant a 4-5-1, just mixing up where the players can go and how many they got in defence, or how many they got in midfield, or up top in striking position. So the other positioning rule there is about football, which is the main one, is the offside rule. So this is where the attacking player is nearer to his opposition's goal line than both the ball and the second last opponent before someone on the same team plays the ball. It's got to be someone on the same team that plays the ball, so it can't be the opposition making a mistake, or he can't already have the ball running through. He's got to be in that offside position when the ball is played. Not before the ball is played, not after the ball is played, because he could be running into that offside position after, which wouldn't be offside as long as he was onside when the ball was played. So he wasn't between the goalkeeper and the last man, because that would be offside if he was stood there when they kicked the ball, if it's nearer to their goal. So in football there's a line around the pitch, a white line that links the goal lines as well. So that's a big rectangle around the pitch. So if the ball crosses a line, it's obviously out or a goal, so the whole ball's got to cross the line there. So if it goes out of a sideline, it's a throw in to the team that didn't kick the ball out. So if the Reds kick the ball out, it'd be a throw in to the Blues, vice versa. And the back line, so the ones behind the goals or the goal line, it's obviously a goal if it goes over the goal and in the net. Or if it goes behind the line, it's either a goal kick or a corner. So if the attacking team attacking the goal kick it out, it'd be a goal kick to the defending team. But if the defending team kick it past their own goal line, but not past the goal line, along the back line, that would be given a corner to the attacking team. So both teams are allowed 3 substitutions in the 90 minutes when they want. But after the three, if injuries occur and they go down to 10 men, they're stuck with 10 men, because you can't make any more after the 3 substitutions. Another factor that could affect being down to 10 men is if red cards come out, but substitutions can't help with red cards. If you've got a red card, that puts your team down to 1 less player. You can't substitute red cards, and so yeah, that just puts you straight down to 1 less player. To score in football, the ball has to cross the goal line, all of the ball, as long as there's no foul or offside, it should be given. It doesn't matter what it comes off or how it goes in. As long as it's legal and not a foul, it will count if the whole ball crosses the line. So I mean, you can use your chest, your head, your foot. As long as the whole of the ball crosses the line and it's not a foul or offside, it should be given as a goal. You're allowed 11 players on the pitch, no more. You can play with less if you have to due to injuries or bookings. You can take a squad of 25 in a Premier League game, but you have to have a name 7 substitutions, and that can be different for other leagues, like 5 for other leagues. And you're obviously allowed to use 3 substitutions, but you don't have to name them before. You can just make your decision on which of the 7 you're going to use when you get there, and tell the ref that you're bringing them on. So obviously only one player can use his hands in the box, and that's the goalkeeper. Officials in football, as a minimum, there has to be like a referee, which is someone that runs around the whole pitch really, and 2 linesmen. So one that follows one defensive line, and the one that follows the other defensive line. Their main call is for offsides, because the ref can't see that. They can also give fouls and which way the throw-ins are. But if the ref doesn't agree, he won't give it. So these two sort of help the ref make decisions, but it's up to him if he gives them. But obviously offside, he doesn't have much choice, so they normally go to the linesman. But if the ref sees someone else, he can always go with what he believes, because the ref is in charge of the game. That could make it a very controversial decision. So now on to the regulations for football. First of all, in football, obviously you need a football, size 5 in every men's game, up until under 14, and then above it's size 5. So if you're younger, you might be playing a size 4 or size 3, because you can't get the ball, it might hurt. Players also need to wear football boots for appropriate tread. Boots with sharp studs or metal blades are not allowed, as they are deemed as dangerous. All players need to have shin pads on for their own safety, and that's like obviously safety equipment, so you're not allowed to play without shin pads. And they've got to fit you, so they've got to cover most of your shin, and you can get ankle pads for extra support. So yeah, you wouldn't be allowed if your boots were dangerous or shin pads. Obviously, a team normally supplies the top shorts and socks as kit, and if that's extra baggy or dangerous, they won't let you play, but there's not normally many problems with that. But it has got to be up to standard kit and not too grubby. So the playing area is required to have 2 full-size goals, one at either end to score in. Premier League games always play on grass, but normally football can be played on 3G Astro, and a lot of training's on 3G Astro, because it's better to play on and easier to play on. But yeah, Premier League games obviously can vary the amount of grass and what happens on them, and a lot of them like to water their pitches to make the ball move better. The size of the pitch must be between 100 yards and 130 yards, and the width no less than 50 yards but no more than 100 yards, with an 18-yard box marked out for penalties, with a 12-yard spot where the penalties are taken, and a smaller 6-yard box in the 18-yard box, and exactly the same both ends to make the pitch symmetrical. So now I'm going to move on to my first video in football, and see if I agree with the decision or not. So here is the first decision. So I do not agree with the ref here, because this is like the rule with the goal involved. So if the whole ball is crossed the line, the goal should be given, and it should be a centre kick to the other team. And as you see here, the whole ball clearly crosses the line. Don't have to touch the net, as long as the whole of that ball is across the line, and there's a good few inches in that. So I disagree with that ref's decision, as you couldn't really see, so he's given it as no goal. But it was a goal, and that was a very bad decision. It should have been a centre kick to the other team, and a score should have been 2-2, as the whole ball across the line should have been a goal to Frank Lampard. On to my second. So this is my second footballing decision, and I don't agree with the ref here either, because he's given it as an offside and it's not a goal. And as you can see, the attacker is in line with the defender, and that's not offside. He's got to be in front of the defender. So I disagree with the ref there. I think the offside rule shouldn't have been played, as it was an offside, and they should have given a goal to Arsenal, and it should have been 1-0 up, as it wasn't offside at all. So the ref made the wrong decision. So this is my third footballing video to see if I agree with the decision or not, and what rule is in play. So the rule here is handball. So he has put his hand out and done a deliberate handball. So in the rules that is a red card, because it's deliberate, and to make it even more of a red, he stopped the goal. So if he's interfering with goals and he's put his hand out deliberately, that is a red card. So that's a very good decision from the ref to give a red card and award a penalty, which I completely agree with. He has made a very good decision, because it was a red card from the deliberate handball, as you will see here. As he puts his hand out to stop the ball, that is a red card and penalty to Liverpool. Very good decision from the ref, as it is a clear handball. And then we get awarded a penalty, and James Milner scores it. So that is the end of the first half of my screencast. So the second half will have the other 3 football videos, and then all the cricket rules and about the team game. The second link will be underneath this one. Thanks.